Okay, folks, listen. If you don't see that this information is coming from the Holy Spirit, then you do not know who God is, okay? Because what you're about to see here should make you cry. Because I'm telling you that this information can only be from the Holy Spirit. Watch as I show you what you're about. What you should be amazed at what you're about to see, folks. Okay, first of all, you know that the Holy Spirit led me to the dates 8/4 of Trump's head wound, which most likely will happen in Ohio, and Elvis somehow manifesting after a catastrophic event in Seattle on 6/11. Because the next 9/11 is on 6/11, which is the upside down 9/11. And Elvis and the Space Needle in Seattle have something to do with it. Okay, so those are the two dates. And let me just show you this because I'm going to lay the foundation for this mind-blowing info that you're about to see. Okay, pay attention closely. All right, so remember, Seattle is in Washington, okay? And Seattle's in King County, and Elvis was known as the King. You understand? So Washington plays a big part in this. And do you know that Washington, he died at 67 years old, but wait. See, this is from 1732 to 1799. He was actually born in 1731. And then when the calendar changed, they moved it 1 year and 11 days forward. And they made his birthday from 2/11 to 2/22. So he was actually born in 1731. So that would make him 68 years old. So Washington is either 67 or 68. He's got two death ages, 67, 68. And by a miraculous coincidence, the name Elvis equals 67, 68. Do you see that? So pay attention closely because I'm going to connect all the pieces of the puzzle, okay? So whenever I say the backwards birthday, this is what I'm saying. Because you know the dates that I am predicting is 6/11 for Seattle and 8/4 for Trump's head wound, okay? So whenever I say the backwards birthday, this is what I mean. So 7/22 is the backwards of the date 6/11 because 7/22 is the 203rd day of the year and 6/11 is the 162nd, would make 365 days in 1 year. That's why it's the backwards birthday. 6/11 is 7/22. Just like 8/4, the Trump head wound day, is 5/29 backwards. Okay? So these are the dates that I'm trying to show you. Watch. So pay attention closely. So 8/4 is 5/29 backwards birthday. 7/22 is the 6/11 backwards birthday. So why do I have them separated like this? Because see, on the Gregorian calendar, which we're on, when you convert the Gregorian back to the old calendar, the Julian calendar, 8/4 is 7/22 and 6/11 is 5/29. And remember, 7/22's backwards birthday, 6/11, 8/4 backwards birthday is 5/29. Do you see how they all connect to each other? And remember, I didn't know any of this information when I made the predictions for 8/4 and 6/11. And somehow it all connects to each other. Anyway, like I said, the 8/4 is the backwards of 5/29. 5/29 is JFK's birthday. And JFK got the head wound. Do you understand? He was assassinated and this was his birthday. And Trump is going to get his head wound on Obama's birthday, 8/4. It just so happens that it's the backwards birthday. And it just so happens that 6/11 on the Gregorian calendar is 5/29, JFK's birthday. You understand? And 8/4 is 722, which is the backwards of 611. You see how it all connects, right? Now watch this. So remember, I told you that Washington either died at 67 years old or 68 years old because he had two different birthdays, 2 different years. So when he died, he was either 67 or 68. And I told you that Elvis equals 67 and backwards it's 68. 67, 68. And remember, Elvis's twin died at birth. So it's like a twin number, 67, then 68 backwards, which is his twin. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that Washington was 67 years old or 68 years old. Elvis equals 67, 68. Okay, folks, get ready. This is where you lose your mind, okay, if you have one. So remember, I told you August 4th, its backwards birthday is May 29th. So between May 29th and August 4th is either 67, okay, it says not including this day, but if you include that day, look what you get. You get 68 days. So from May 29th to August 4th is 67 or 68 days. Do you understand? It's the Elvis number and Washington's age number. Do you get it? And it is the only number that has the backwards birthdays that can add up to 67 or 68. There is no other birthdays that is backwards that will equal 67, 68. It had to have been August 4th and May 29th. Can you believe what I'm showing you, folks? And that's the day I'm telling you Trump gets his head wound, August 4th, and its backwards birthday is May 29th. JFK was born on May 29th. He got the head wound, and it's either 67 if you don't include the day, or 68 if you include the day from May 29th to August 4th. 67, 68. And remember, I told you that 8-4 is backwards 529, and 722 is backwards 611. And on the Gregorian calendars to the old Julian calendar, 611 is 529, 8-4 is 722. Okay? Now let's see how many days are in between 722 and 611. It can be either 41 or 42 days. If you include the day from 611 to 722, because this is the backwards birthdays. 722 is the backwards of 611. It's 42. Why is this important? This 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. And Washington, where Seattle is the 42nd state. And remember, I'm telling you, Seattle, Washington, SW equals 42. The initials for Seattle, Washington. And even Elvis, 6, you see it's 67? 6 times 7 equals 42. You could even do that. You'll get 42. And remember, I told you that my mom died on 6/7 at the age of 84. And she was born on 4/2. So it's got the 42 number, the 84, and the 6/7 for my mom's birth date and death date. You see that? So let's see from June 11th, I told you where the Seattle Elvis event is going to happen, June 11th. We go forward 67 days to August 16th. So from June 11th, 67 days forward is August 16th. And why is that important, that date? August 16th is the day Elvis died. Okay, do you understand what I'm showing you, man? Okay? And guess who was born on August 16th and died on August 16th? My dad. My dad was born on August 16th, and 72 years later, he died on August 16th. Do you understand how I'm connected to all of this? Because I told you the Holy Spirit is showing me this to show to you. Do you not understand? So do you understand now? From 6/11, the Seattle Elvis event, to August 16th, the day Elvis died, was 67 days. And you know what's interesting? Look at this. 2 months and 6 days also. 26 is the channel, my channel number. And also 26 equals the word God. But anyway, it's the 67 that's what's important here. Because Elvis equals 67. That's what's important. So now I'm just adding insult to injury to this. I'm just destroying this matrix, folks. You understand? So from 4-2, because the 42 number, and that's the day my mom was born, and she died on June 7th, 6-7. She was born 4-2, dies 6-7, is 67 days. Do you see what I'm showing you? Elvis equals 67. 6 times 7 equals 42. My mom died at the age of 84. 8-4. Do you understand? Obama's birthday. Trump gets his head wound. It's all connected, everything. And even from Elvis's birthday, if you do not add April 2nd up to April 2nd from January 8th, is 84 days. So even that connects to the 4-2, to Elvis's birthday, 1-8. You see? Everything is connected. So remember, Elvis equals 67, the name, right? So from 6-7 to Elvis's birthday, 1-8, is 216 days. And why is that important? August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Okay? And I told you the backwards birthday is JFK's, 5/29, is the 149th day of the year. And remember, JFK got the head wound. And I'm telling you, Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th. And I told you, Barack Obama's birthday is August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. And remember, 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. That's another reason why it's an important date. So before I show you this last bit of information that I have, let me just lay the foundation first. So you know that if you did 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus, all the way up to the number 36. All right, hold on. I'm trying to show you that it's all the way up to 36, the numbers. But I can't seem to, hold on. You see, it's all the way up to 36, you see? From 1 all the way to 36, you get 666. So 36 is the 666 in the very end. And the reason I'm showing you that 36 will be known to you in a moment. So Trump is born on June 14th. So June 14th is the 165th day of the year. And it leaves 200 days. So let's see what the backwards of June 14th would be. The backwards birthday, the 200th day. So the 200th day of the year is July 19th. So Trump's backwards birthday is July 19th. So 6/14 is July 19th. And it just so happens between June 14th and July 19th is 36 days. Okay? Do you understand? This is Trump's 2 birthdays, backwards and forwards. It's 36 days, the 666 again number. And if you went from Elvis's birthday to Trump's backwards birthday, but you don't include that day, up to that day, is 6 months, 11 days. And I told you that that's the day the Seattle Elvis Space Needle event happens. There's going to be a catastrophic event in Seattle on 6/11. And you see that? It's connected to Trump's backwards birthday. And watch what I'm going to show you now. Remember, I told you Elvis equals 67 and backwards 68, right? So if you were to go from Elvis's birthday, even the year he's born, to the backwards of Trump's birthday, July 19th, 18 years forward. Remember, Elvis is born 1/8. 18 is 1/8. And then 6 months, 11 days, look what it does. 67, 67, which is a twin number, right? But it's not including this day. And if you were to include that day, it would be 67, 68. That's the Elvis forward backward number and Washington's death age, 67, 68. Oh, and remember I told you it's the twin number if you don't add the final day, 67, 67. Look at this, 222 months. Look at that, it's the 222, because I told you next year is 222 years after Washington died. The 2022 is going to be a big year. And 20 plus 22 equals 42. You have another 42 again. So remember, I'm telling you, Elvis is going to appear on June 11th, manifest somehow in Seattle. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. And by the way, August 4th is 216th day. So it's the same numbers. Okay? And so June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, 162. And do you know what 67 equals? 162. 67 is the first number in the numerical chart. From 1 all the way to 67. 67 is the first one that has 162 is the first number. You see that? And Elvis equals 67. And Washington died at 67 or 68. And Elvis equals 67, 68. But 67 is the first number that has 162. I think this might be the last thing I show you. So from Elvis's birthday to June 11th is 155 days. And why am I showing this number? Because 155 is the first number in the numerical chart that equals 216 on the top. And 216th day is August 4th. You see that? 67 was 162, and the 162 was the 611 date. 155 is the first time you see 216. 216th is the 84. You tell me, how is it possible that the two dates that I've been talking about all connect to Elvis, Trump, and Obama? Because Obama's born on the 216th day of the year, the day Trump gets his head wound. And if that's still not enough, Elvis Aaron Presley, his full name, equals 216. Do you see it? Oh, wait, folks. I was going to end the video, but I'm going to put more salt on the matrix wound. All right? I'm going to destroy this matrix. Listen, look at this. So Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad, is born on 4/10, right? Let's see what Vernon Presley's backwards birth date is. So April 10th is the 100th day of the year, which would leave 265 days in the year. Let's see what is the 265th day of the year. So Vernon Presley's backwards birthday is 9/22. So Vernon Presley's birthday is 4/10. His backwards birthday is 9/22. Let's see how many days are in between that. So between Vernon Presley's birthday and his backwards birthday is 165 days, but this is not including this day. So it's either 165, or if you add the day, it's 166. Okay, so it's 165 or 166. Now let's see how this connects to Trump. So Trump was born on June 14th. So June 14th is the 165th day, and in leap year, it's the 166th day. So Vernon Presley's birthday, his backwards birthday to his birthday is 165 and 166. And remember, I told you Vernon was looking for Elvis's twin because Elvis's devil twin died. So they had to replace him, and Trump is the replacement. Do you understand? And that's why from Trump's birthday to Vernon Presley's birthday is 666 days in between. You see that? From June 14th to April 10th, 666 days in between. I told you, this information is from the Holy Spirit, folks. If you don't see it, then like I said, you don't have the Holy Spirit in you, man. You must be dead inside if you can't see what I'm showing you here. Just like I showed in my earlier videos, that from April 10th, the exact day he was born, Vernon Presley, in 1916, to the exact day and year that Trump was born is 11,022 days. And remember, I'm telling you that Trump's going to get a head wound on August 4th. And it's 11,022 days in between Vernon Presley's birthday and June 14th, Trump's birthday. And that's the exact day that JFK got his head wound, 11/22. Do you understand what I just showed you? And I told you Trump's going to get it on August 4th. And August 4th's backwards birthday is May 29th, which is JFK's birthday. I mean, can you believe this, man? I told you it never fails, man. And I told you most likely Trump gets it in Ohio, the head wound. And Ohio is the 17th state. Look at that. And he was born in the year 17. Okay, folks, listen, I got to end the video. Even though I have tons more information, I have to end it, folks. End of video.